Welcome back, guys. So I hope that you looked at the previous video and got the basic information about the product. Now let's get into details into QMS, EMS, OSHAs, and the food management HACCP. So let's discuss that. ISO 9001 2008 QMS. Improve customer confidence and satisfaction in an organization. QMS capability and consistency in meeting requirement. Improve conformity to equal to quality requirement, increase competitive edge and market share, increase recognized as a requirement for contractual relationship in the global arena, improves businesses efficiency and productivity, reduce organizational waste, inefficiencies and defects, facilitate continual improvement in business process and customer satisfaction, improve process consistency and stability, facilitate employee competency and consistency of performance, improve employee motivation and empowerment through improved participation, communication, and interaction, generate objective evidence to support the assessment of QMS conformity and effectiveness, improve supplier performance by developing the relations that foster cooperative interaction and understanding, and fulfilling the customer requirement. So, to keep all of that detailed information about QMS into a nutshell, I'm going to give you an example, and you will get it what QMS does. Okay. First, yeah, even before I get into these details, whatever the details I'm sharing about QMS, EMS, OSHAs in this video, you don't need to learn that by heart. You just need to understand the basics of QMS, what it does, what are the requirements, what are the benefits the personnel who will be getting QMS will be getting, EMS will be getting. So that is like you just need to be really clear on your ideas. So coming back to the point, I'm going to give you one example which will clear your idea and your knowledge about QMS. So let's say um, we have a call center, okay, and I got QMS. Now we have a call center, and I'm having about 5 telemarketers sitting in my office. All right. Now, in of those 5 telemarketers, some of them are making 200 calls, 2 of them are making 300 calls, and 2 of them are just making like about 100 calls. When I go and ask them like, why are you making 100 calls, and they just say, sir, because that's all you can do, and like 100 calls for a complete shift, that's reasonable. So now what happens? She might be not putting her all effort. She might be using, other stuff. She might be wasting time while on the job, and I have no idea how to, take care of that. So what I did, I said, okay, no problem. I applied for quality management system certification. Uh, the people came in for the certification. I got a consultation. I got a training documentation. Now, first, what happens? They will do the documentation. Okay, they will collect all the documents I have for training purposes, for whatever documents we have. Then they will see, a gap that uh, to be productive, what are the things which you are missing, and then they will do a gap analysis, which means they will try to see like where are you lacking in your business. Then they will do implementation of the documents. Then they will fix your document. They will make it properly, and then they will provide you the training. Now in the training, they will be training all my 5 agents and telling them, hey, you know what? We did it ourselves, and every agent can easily dial about 300 calls each day. Okay, no exceptions. Everybody can dial 300 calls. So when the agent will realize that now we have a quality standard, and we have to, like, this has already been proven that an agent can dial 250 calls. That means what? That he or she, if she needs to be in the job, she needs to dial 250. So whatever the number she was dialing 100 before, when she will dialing it 250, what happens? The productivity will get increased. Let's say on a 100 call, if somebody's getting like 2 sales, on 200, 300 calls, they'll be getting triple of them. So what? You set up a standard, you set up a benchmark, and people are following that, and that keeps your quality, up to the level, and that's how you fix your quality. Now, you can just simply, copy paste this example in any firm, whether it's a garments, whether it's BPO, whether it's IT, whether it's restaurant, whether it's electrician, plumbing, wherever you implement this QMS with the same idea, it will make sense to you. Now let's move toward EMS, environmental management system. Being the owner of the company, your company has a responsibility to manage and maintain the standard that ensure your company has the best practices to manage and significant environment aspect like waste handling. Implementation of 14001 help you to use energy and reduce consumption to manage and minimize the harmful effect on the environment which caused by business activity. If it helps you to minimize waste and effective disposal to reduce environmental accident, by the certification of ISO 14001, your company will be recognized internationally among those who fulfill ecological responsibility. Okay, not a rocket science again. You don't need to learn this by our heart. Just get an idea. So EMS, I'm going to give you an example. Now, I'm not sure like about how it happens, but let's say I can take an example of a chemical company. All right. If the company is open in any of the industrial or commercial or residential area, they are producing chemicals. So what happens? People are throwing the waste of chemical on the roads, on the rivers, on the backyard. What it happens? This chemical have side effects. It's affecting your environment. It's affecting the people. It's affecting the like it's affecting everybody environmentally, and you're not environment friendly, right? So that means the way you're doing your business is not correct. So what happens now if you have EMS? This gives surety to your client, to your customer, that you are environmental friendly. You're not hurting the environment. You're not doing anything which is against the law. You're not going against environment. So let's say if I have a chemical company in India and Pakistan, and I have a contract, or I have a person coming from USA and he's interested in hiring me for some chemical work. They might just ask me, "Hey, are you even environmental friendly?" And I'll say, "Yeah, I mean, I'm EMS certified." So they will be more having the trust on me that whatever I'm doing, whatever the work I'm doing, it's not affecting any of the environment. I'm not going against the laws. So I'm actually just making sure that everything is up to the mark. Okay, so that is environmental management system. I hope that makes sense. As I said, like if you have any questions, you can keep writing it and just let me know at the end of the shift. Now, one more point on the EMS, that it's not. I mean, it can be implemented anywhere, no matter what business you're calling it. Either it's IT, either it's plumbing, electrical, AC repair, car repairs, whatever. You can give them EMS, no problem, right? Then we have OSHA's 18001 2007. Being the owner of your company has the responsibility of employees' health and life safety. Certification above is standard ensure that your company promote safe and healthy working environment to manage your human capital. It will ensure your readiness to deal with emergencies. OSHA's provide you solution to reduce safety risk, accidents, disaster, and risk of penalties. Employee education about health and safety, reduction of insurance and compensation claims. Your company will compliance legal and regulatory, and it will enhance and improve satisfaction of employee as well as customer by corporate image and public confidence. In short, if I am OSHA certified, that mean, let's say whatever, I have a company where I have big machineries where people have to work, right? So you must have heard that people, died because of chemical usage working in their company. I'm talking about those people who are working onto the low level side. So it's not. It's just an example that somebody's working into a construction company, and the things they are using, it should be it should be good, and you should be meeting all of the criteria to make sure that your employees' health and safety is your first priority. So if you're OSHA certified, that tells you that your employees are working into a safe environment and you are taking all the basic necessary or basic steps to make sure that your employees are working in a safe environment. It will ensure your readiness to deal with emergencies. Once you're OSHA certified, people also know that like natural disaster like earthquake, right? You once it will be hitting someday, you will at least, I mean, nobody can run away from there, but at least you will be having a plan. You will know how to deal with emergencies. If a building gets catch fires, you already know that you have a fire exit. So these are the small things which you have to implement as per your company, like how big your company is, what are you doing to make sure that your employees are safe. OSHAs provide you solution to reduce safety risk, accident, disaster, and the risk of penalty. So the documentation, the training we provide to the employees and to the staff, we tell them like how to uh, reduce accidents, disaster, and risk of penalties. Employee education about health and safety. We also educate them about health and safety. How you should take care of your health. Reduction of insurance and compensation claims. So let's say if I have 10 employees and 10 out of 3 are getting sick each month, and company they're on panel, so I have to pay their expenses for the medical. Now if I'm actually treating them right, if I'm just taking care, my environment is good, I'm actually taking care of my employees, then they won't be getting sick every month. And what happens, I will be there will be reduction in our insurance and compensation claims. Your company will compliance legal and regulatory. Enhance and improve satisfaction of employee as well as customer by corporate image and public confidence. Again, if you're OSHA certified, people who are working under you, they will be satisfied. They know that they are. They know that whatever the steps you should be taking for their health and safety, you're taking them. So it's kind of a gain confidence thing. Now let's talk about ISO 22005 HACCP. As I said, HACCP is a part of food management, and that is one hot thing which usually sells everywhere. Now, as compared to QMS, EMS, and OSHAs, you can sell all of those 3 products to anybody from any company, from any sector, no matter what they are doing, no problem. We can give them the certification. But for a HACCP in food management, we can only give to those who are running either anything related to your food, cafes, restaurants, supermarkets, and anything that comes under food production. Now, food production in sanitary manner as well. So sanitary mean like if they're making water bottles, if they're making water bottle caps, if they're making cups, glasses, plates, spoons, they can get ISO HACCP, just because whatever they're doing, that is actually comes into a food product, into the process of food production, and they can have HACCP. And we have a hot market in UAE. You can sell HACCP anywhere to any Emirates, to restaurants, cafes, whoever is actually offering food production, right? But you cannot give it to chemical company. You cannot give it to textile company. You cannot give it to IT company. No, not giving to call center. It's only implemented for anybody who's into the process of food production. All right. So that's it for for the details about the product. Now you already got an idea about detailed idea. As I said, you don't need to learn everything by heart, but you need to understand it before you go on calls, just to make sure that if customer asks you something like that, you have a clear explanation, you have good examples to set, and that's what it all take to set an appointment with the agent, with the client. All right. So yeah, this is it about the product. Now we will be moving to the next video, and I will you can see that into the folder on the link. Thank you.